Hello, I'm Matthew Richardson and welcome to the Whiteboard, brought to you by British Paints. What a weekend it was for Tom Hawkins against the Hawks, and our ISO camera was there to capture the moment. This big cat, I believe, is currently the best powerhouse marking forward in the competition. Let's take a look at how the Tomahawk goes about his footy. Belief is a huge part in being a key forward, and Tom Hawkins really believes that he is the #1 man down at Geelong now. He really knows the structures and he knows how to get himself into a one-on-one situation, not having that third man coming in. He's really developed the use of the drop zone. That, I mean, is holding off your opponent to the last possible minute, protecting the space and using your strength just to fall into the football. He's doing it well. He's timing his leads so well. He's always led into the football pretty well, but he's now using his strength just to push off at the last minute. These are only 10-metre leads, but he's getting out in front quickly just by that little push off and allowing himself to get in front. That time he doesn't mark it, but brings it to the front for an easy crumb for his opponent. This is protecting the drop zone, didn't mark it, but recovers really well and gets the handball off to Paul Chapman. His strength is huge. He really believes in it. Now, look how easily he pushes Makers away there. If it wasn't for Stratton coming third man in, he would have taken a chest mark there. No doubt about that. This is protecting the drop zone perfectly. One-on-one, Makers holds him off and at the last minute just leads away and takes an easy chest mark. Look at the size of him. Once he gets in front, there's no way known Makers is going to get around him, and he's developed that back leading as well. In modern football, it is important to use the space behind you, and Tommy's doing that really well also. A major strength of his game throughout his career has always been his overhead work. Well, it's pretty obvious that if you're a key forward, you're going to be a good mark, but there's no doubt once Tommy Hawkins gets in front, his hands are super strong now. You're not going to jar it free when he gets into a position where he can get two hands on the footy like that. He's #1 in the competition for marks inside 50 and #2 for contested marks. And these ones here that we're showing are just huge contested marks. One grab under pressure, and anyone that can do that inside 50 is going to be so dangerous come the end of the year in finals when they start bombing the ball in longer. He gets into a lot more one-on-ones now because I think he's just developed into a lot smarter a forward. He's developed his fitness. He's getting to more contests. Have a look at his spring here. He's not marking these, but he's getting up and the ball is falling close to the pack, and that's what any crumbing forward wants. They want their key forward to get up there, the ball gets spoilt close, and it comes down to the marking forwards. This is the one. This is everyone's dream, but I love the fact that he was on the move. He went backwards, then he let up at the football. That is strong hands. Makers was right there. He took it out in front of the eyes, the perfect mark out in front. And there it is, the kick after the siren. You see Stevie J there. Bartel was free in the pocket. I reckon Stevie J thought, get it off to Bartel. But no, he now believes that he can kick those, and he certainly did. He went back and drilled it, and the boys were absolutely pumped. As a key forward, there are a number of factors which occur in the field, and you must ensure they don't put you off your game. Well, as the key forward in any team, you're going to have to put up with this. A niggly defender holding, trying to get inside your head. You're going to have to put up with a third man in front of you, like Harry O'Brien there, and I guess you just got to try and stay on the move and focus on your game. You can let the umpire know there's a little bit of holding going on. You can see Makers holding him there. Put your arms up. The umpire can become aware of it, and then when you are involved in a legitimate marking contest, you may be able to draw some free kicks. So I guess it's important not to get too frustrated and get involved in wrestles and lose energy, because you need that energy for when the ball does come down there in the marking contest. The other area where you can get annoyed and distracted is when you do get into space. Let's be honest, when you've got a tight checking defender on you all day, you are going to get frustrated at times when you do get free and you don't get used. And I guess the key is to try and hold your emotions in check. You can see Tom is free there and he gets a little bit annoyed, but Duncan was within his rights to have a shot. He was only 40 to 45 metres out, so you do have to try and keep your emotions in check. Here he is free again. He may have been used there, gets a little bit annoyed, but believe me, Tom, I'm not the man to be telling you that. I got more annoyed than anyone, so I'll let your teammates look after that one. Now to an area which can sometimes be Tommy's Achilles heel, his form in front of the big sticks. Well, goal kicking is obviously all about confidence, and I guess most forwards would tell you if you kick your first one for the day, you're going to feel pretty good about yourself, and from then on in, you probably do kick most of your shots for the rest of the night. If you miss one early, you can tend to miss. But Tommy Hawkins has worked really, really hard on this area of his game. You can see his improvement over the years, and he's worked really hard with Blake Carosella down at Geelong, who was a really good set shot at goal. Blake had a really straight run into goal, really straight follow through, and I think you can see some of that coming out in Tom's goal kicking now. He really has improved. This is the other one that is a real Geelong trait. The snap across the body. Stevie J, Paul Chapman have absolutely perfected it, and I think they've obviously been working with the other forwards down at Geelong on that area of the game. This one here, he can do it in play. He's a very good field kick, actually, Tommy Hawkins, and this is the one in the last quarter. He kicked 3 in this game in the last quarter. Great intercept by Billy Smets, but that is not an easy kick. Running towards the boundary, snapping around your body. Let's have another look at this. Why wouldn't we? Every boy's dream to kick the goal after the siren. What I loved about it is as he started to walk in, the siren went. A lot of players would have been distracted and maybe gone back and started again. He didn't. He just kept on going with it, followed through, kicked the footy, and look at his teammates. Geelong often don't get too emotional and passionate after a game. They're that used to winning, but have a look at that. That was absolutely brilliant. If Geelong is going to have an impact in September, so much depends on this man. If Hawkins can consistently tear apart an opposition like he did against the Pies in last year's grand final, I wouldn't be riding off the Cats for this season's flag. The 24-year-old is carrying the hopes of Geelong on his very broad shoulders. Thanks again for joining us. We'll catch you next week on the Whiteboard.